All right, everybody, just out for a cruise today in the car. I wanted to kind of get a feel for the car with the tune in it and kind of give my feedback on how the different modifications that we've made to the car so far basically handle and how the acceleration is and all that good stuff. So we're going to be doing that today. Also, I wanted to answer some of your questions. Now, the first thing I'm going to answer is my gauges. Some people have asked, why are your gauges different than my car? And I'm going to answer that right now. So now, mine look like this, and all you have to do is go on your steering wheel, push left, you have this little window come up, go down to options, you just push the center button to select that. Now, you go down one click and it goes display theme, and mine's in technology. Now if you go to the right, a little window on the right comes up and you can go with standard, technology, or media. Now I have technology selected. Standard is the one that it comes with when you buy your car, and it has the little 4 gauges up on the top. And for me, I just think that this one looks the nicest. It's kind of a little bit more like a Corvette style, and works for me. So yeah, there are 3 options, so you can go in there and change it to whichever one suits your needs. So this brings me to the second thing I wanted to talk about, and that is the skip shift option in the 2017 Camaro. Now, for those of you who don't know, when you first drive a totally stock Camaro with a manual transmission, it has a skip shift option from first to second that will knock you into fourth if you're not accelerating at a higher rate, or if you're kind of just casually driving, it will skip second, put you right into fourth, which is kind of something that more or less everybody I know that's had one of these cars or has one is annoyed with, and it just isn't a nice option as far as I'm concerned. It's a fuel economy thing, and as far as a Camaro goes, I'm not really concerned about fuel economy whatsoever. So that being said, my car does not have a skip shift eliminator. So in the past, you would go to Fast Tech or one of the places online and you would buy a skip shift eliminator which goes on your transmission and basically fools the computer into thinking that it is working, and it's not. So you can do that with the 2017 Camaro, but if you have HP tuners, you're actually able to go into the tune and tune that out. So on my car, it's tuned out and I got no issues with the skip shift. So if anybody wants to know what it's like to drive a Camaro in the country in Pennsylvania, it's a lot like this. So I just wanted to take everybody out on a little cruise so we can kind of get an idea of what this car actually drives like with the long tube headers and full exhaust system, the cold air inductions intake, and the HP tune. Now it could be just me, but when it said engine power reduced, I think there might have been something that actually was pulling power from the car, because after Andy got rid of that, it felt like it had a lot more power. So there might be something in there that's maybe pulling timing or something like that and not allowing you to release the full potential of the tune at that time. But we did get rid of that, and the car is woken up and it is a lot of fun. Definitely woke this car up, let me tell you. It is a night and day difference from when I first picked this car up, and I'm telling you, when I first bought this car, it was no slouch. I really thought it had a lot of power and probably everything I'd maybe ever need, but everybody who knows who buys a sports car, as soon as you get it, you think it's great, and then you start wanting more, and that's kind of where I ended up. And now we've got all those performance parts put on, and it's just getting me to that next point. Now, there are some things that I want to do in the future on this car, so we're not done yet, but I'm going to tell you guys, I really wanted to keep this car naturally aspirated. I've seen guys with the Pro Chargers and all that good stuff. Those things are awesome, but for me, I want to to keep this car naturally aspirated. I wanted to keep it kind of a car you would buy and do up as a daily driver. And now I've heard some mixed reviews about Pro Chargers as far as whether to do that to your daily driver. Now, of course, this isn't my daily driver, but I try to drive this car as much as I can. I've got 5,700 miles on this car already, and I plan on putting a lot more on. But as far as going with a naturally aspirated build, I just kind of wanted to do the headers, and I wanted to do the air intake, and I wanted to do the tune, and see where we were at, and then kind of just push it a little bit further. And I guess we're going to kind of see where that takes us, because I got a few things I've got planned that we're going to kind of go forward with in the future. But like I've said before, you can't do everything all at once, and we'll have to cross those bridges when we get to them. But for right now, I think we've got a pretty good package for anybody who has one of these cars and wants to put these 3 mods on. You will definitely not regret it. That does not look good. All right, we are back at the house, and the new driveway is done. So now, although it looks awesome and I have a lot more parking now, it does make the rest of my driveway look like crap, but it's a lot more money to pave the whole thing, so I guess we're gonna have to wait on that. So now to answer the last question that I had from people, I mean, there's been others, but these are just a few that I picked out that I wanted to share with everybody. And people are kind of wondering what type of equipment that I use for the channel. So just doing a quick overview on kind of the camera stuff that I use, and yeah, share with you guys a little bit of that. So anybody who's wondering, these are a couple of the cameras that I use for the channel. This is my Hero 5 Black, and I have the adapter for the microphone from GoPro that goes to the Rode Go microphone. And this is the Photo Deox Go Tough mount, and you're able to put a microphone up here, or you can put it on top of the camera with this aluminum case that I got for it. And I got the Joby tripod stand here that you're able to kind of turn in all different directions, and it actually works out pretty well. And for a beat camera, I run the GoPro Session, not the black or anything, just the regular one. And this camera is waterproof. I've thrown this thing right in the water with no case, no problems at all. I've got the GoPro suction mount, and the one I'm recording on right now is the exact same thing as this, and they work really well. So a lot of what's been filmed on this video that I did today was just done with the Session. So if you're looking to start a channel or something like that, and you're looking for a starter camera for $200, the GoPro Session is definitely worth the money. And of course I have the Mavic Pro from DJI, but I don't have it out here right now. But that is what I use for drone footage, or anybody else who's wondering stuff about that. There's your answer. So if you guys have any more questions about things like that, I'd be happy to put it in a video and hopefully answer all your questions. So that's probably going to end our video for today. So if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Drop your comments in the comment section. As always, keep that hammer down.